Welcome back to Disabled and Prepping. And today I have decided to take a few of these scarves that I got from a sample thing, or I don't know, something like that. It was for the National School Choice Week several years ago. And I took this scarf, which happens to be fleece, and I took the scarf, cut it on top, and then cut 3 strips out of each side here, so it makes 6 strips of it. And then what I did is I turned a few each scarf makes 2 tugs. So this was one of those scarves, and this is another one, and I'm gonna donate these to some of the rescue places in town. One of them was Sandy Paws. It was down towards Munchies, and they had a doggy, kind of like a free pantry thing, but it had dog stuff in it. I think they moved, and they also had a little stick library for the dogs as well, which was so cute. But I was gonna do these for the dog pantry thing. I don't remember what she had called it, but anyways, it had like toys and dog food and things like that donated, kind of like, a little free pantry, but for dogs. So I was gonna do these for there, but looks like the last time when I went to, or coming back from Flipped, that it doesn't look like they're there. So anyways, I'm going to find out. There's another place that has one in front of, like, I think a vet's office or something. Or maybe it was a groomer. I don't know. I haven't looked into that one yet because they just recently moved. So, anyways, these are going to be donated to those boxes for the dogs. They're a really nice size. They are over a foot long. So yeah, I wanted to tie the tops like that on the bottoms as well, but I just couldn't get this material to stretch as much. So I just knotted them on the bottom a couple of times with a different knot, but they won't come apart. And I know Cabrier loved these fleece tugs. I made a few for her, and when I was in a service dog exchange group where we did not exchange service dogs, we exchanged gear for it and toys and stuff like that, and each person got matched up with an appropriate size dog, like their dog size. So and then there was a certain amount set for donating to each other, so it was like a gift program. But if you needed certain things, they would try to fulfill that need as well. But I did make a couple of tug toys just for the other service dog when I was in that group. And the lady, I just threw them in there. I told them that, it's not part of the price thingy. But I eventually had to stop that because it was hard to do, hard to maintain when you're struggling with finances to begin with. So anyways, it was a lot of help. But then I decided that, hey, I still had this material that I was going to make tugs for additional items. And so I decided I'm going to donate them. I'm going to make them still, and I'm going to donate them instead. So, yeah, I got 4 done so far. I have one more. I had 2 more of these, but I'm going to keep one because I don't have a whole lot of winter gear myself, because I kind of wore out my winter gear, and then because I can't go out in the winter, I stopped getting those items. But if I ever absolutely have to in an emergency, I'm gonna need some winter gear. So I kept one for myself, and then this one is the last one. So I will have 6 tugs in total to donate. And I think I have some fleece that I was going to use for my ferrets when I had them a long time ago. And I think I have a tote of fabric that I'm going to turn into tugs as well. So, but for now, these are the ones that I have gotten done, and I'm going to get 2 more out of this one. It would be a lot easier if I could find my rotary knife so I can cut them on the mats instead of using my little Fisker's pointy scissors, because the point just keeps getting stuck in here, and then I gotta maneuver it around, and they don't come out in the same shapes with that way. So anyways, I'm probably gonna get this one done with the regular Fisker's scissors, and then I know that rotary knife is in my desk or on my desk somewhere, but seeing that we're still working on things around here, we keep moving the things around, so I can't find them when I absolutely need them. Oh, the joys of having a caregiver. Or multiple caregivers, actually, and that's the problem. One puts it one place, the other puts it another place, and before I know it, it's been moved. But anyways, you don't need to hear me complaining about that. I am grateful that I have a worker, though. But yeah, tonight I'm probably going to make 2 more, or at least get them cut. My arms are it's kind of taking a toll on me with my hands and arms, but I think I'll wait for a short time, maybe a half hour or so, and then cut up the last one, and if I can get it done, I'll get those done. It sucks having hand issues. So yeah, but anyways, if I can't, I'll finish it tomorrow, and then I will find a place to donate them. I already donated a very large vacuum sealed bag, like you would for storing blankets or something. I have like super extra large ones, and I already donated a bag almost full of clothes and stuff that no longer fit me because I've lost so much weight that it's they're too big on me, and I don't wear jeans anymore, so I just gave those up too. So yeah, there's a lot of nice clothes that went to either Salvation Army or St. Vincent de Paul. I do not give to Goodwill because they jack up their prices so high that a few cents more and you can get a brand new shirt or pants or whatever. So I don't donate there. Plus, I tried to get somebody some help through their it's like you fill out this application and then they'll give you a certain amount of money to spend in the store for clothes and things, and this person had nothing. They escaped a domestic violence situation and didn't have anything, and anyway, we went there. I took them there. This was many years ago when I had a car, and I took them there, and the I guess the manager or owner or whatever said that it would take several months, and I'm like, well, she doesn't have clothes now. That's why we came. So their programs don't really help as well. So, but I do know that Salvation Army and St. Vincent de Paul help out quite a bit in this town. So, that's where I had my worker drop the bag off. Either place, it didn't matter to me. It just depended on which way she was going to the next client. So, but thankfully she had another bag of stuff from another client that was getting rid of stuff and wanted to donate it to either one of those places. But that person also said no Goodwill because they jack up their prices so high. So anyway, that's being donated as well. So thought I'd throw that little information in there. It's not like I'm trying to toot my horn. I'm just saying that, I'm getting rid of stuff, and instead of tossing it out, and I can't donate it to anybody here because that's the building rules. Probably because of the stupid pest issue in this building. I can't wait to get out of here. But anyway, I donated all the clothes that I donated were obviously clean and ready to go. Nothing was torn, ripped, or stained, so that's another plus. But yeah, hopefully it goes to some people that really need it. So, and I'm very happy that I'm gonna be able to donate to some puppies around town, whether they're 16, 17, or just under an age of 1. It doesn't matter. They're all puppies to me. So, yeah, I'm gonna get the other the other scarf cut up and finished, and then I will donate them along with some other harnesses and toys and stuff that I found that I thought I got rid of, but they were for that service dog group too. And that will all be donated to the same places that I donate these from, or to. So, all right, everybody, I've yapped long enough. You have a really good day or night, depending on when you watch this, and may God bless each and every one of you to overflowing, and may He keep you, your friends, and family safe. Bye for now. See you next time.